Another way to get involved in the industry and to shake things up a bit is to actually get proactive within the industry and make it realise that it should be doing more than it is to help new writers and to help new talent. That's what I did with the Red Planet Prize, which is something I set up with Tony Jordan, writer-producer of EastEnders and Life on Mars and Hustle and all these great shows. I just had this idea that there should be this screenwriting competition that helped writers, not after they won the competition, but kind of what happened afterwards in terms of mentoring them for their career and helping them properly. And so I didn't know Tony and I didn't know anybody really in the industry that could do that, but I just kind of sent emails and I made phone calls and did a bit of hustle, and we set it up, and it's been going now 7 years to great success. And that's me just getting proactive and passionate about, you know, screenwriting and new talent. So if you've got a passion, if you've got an idea, there's no reason why the industry shouldn't be aware of it or why they shouldn't do something about it. One of the things I notice is that people take an outside view of the industry, or an outside view looking in, if you know what I mean, in terms of they read what the industry is like and they make judgments on it, or they make kind of certain stances against the industry based on that. So they think the industry should react in a certain way. And I think you've got to kind of get under the skin a bit more and learn really why the industry works in a certain way. Don't just assume just from some journalist article on why a series flopped or why a script didn't work. There was 10,000 reasons why it didn't work, but the press will only pick on one reason. So it's good just to try and keep aware of industry trends, keep aware of industry knowledge, keep aware of behind the scenes, commissioning process, production process, development process, because you're going to experience that yourself someday, and it will be different to what you expected, because there's a lot of very talented people working in the industry. There's a lot of very talented executives, script editors and producers. They are much maligned. They are not out to kind of ruin everything at all. They're just out to make the best thing that they can make, and you know, they want to help you really. So we can help them as well, but by just having better knowledge about the industry and better knowledge about ourselves. The highlight of my career so far has been writing for the new Thunderbirds, which is coming back on CITV. That's been a big thrill and very exciting. And over the last few years, actually, I've kind of made a nice home for myself writing for kids TV, which is something I didn't actively kind of seek out to begin with, but it's just been a natural fit, I've found, which has been great. And so I'm taking that further this year by making the kids feature film that I mentioned earlier with Tim Clegg, Who Killed Nelson Nutmeg. And so that's great. And we're going to keep that entirely local here in Bournemouth, set in Dorset. So yeah, we're hoping that will just be a nice feature film to do, and then that will elevate our profiles in terms of writing and directing for kids, and just see where we go from there, really. We're doing it on a micro-budget level, and so myself and Tim are using kind of all the expertise that we've kind of gained to date, but also kind of trying to enlist various other people in the area who are willing to help and are very useful. And so there's about a team of about 6 of us so far, just working on the film. So myself and Tim at the moment can focus on, say, writing the script and the finer points of the direction of the film, and finding the location and finding the cast, whereas all the other team then can help us with that. So the work is kind of evenly spread, and it's not so much a demand on all our times. And that's kind of the collaborative way of doing it, and it makes it a lot more fun and a lot more achievable as well. Well, in 2010, myself and Tim set up the UK Scriptwriters podcast, so 4 years old now already. And basically, it's another example of being proactive and kind of getting involved with the industry, even though the industry hasn't asked you to do it or doesn't really care. But it becomes a fun, proactive thing because we're doing it once a month, we do it consistently. It actually came about because I was procrastinating and wanted to find a UK scriptwriting podcast online myself to listen to, and I realised that none existed. And I thought, well, one should exist, and it would be pretty cool if, I did it maybe with somebody. And Tim was the first person I thought of, because he's got the microphones and all the fancy kit. And it's just worked out really well, and it's good fun to do once a month. And it's all kind of helped the domino effect of our collaboration together, so that we can actually, start making the feature film this year, and it all feels kind of just a natural progression of what we're doing with the podcast and other work we do together. So yeah, all good. The UK Scriptwriters podcast is online on ukscriptwriters.podomatic.com, and we're on Twitter, UK Scriptwriters, Facebook, UK Scriptwriters. Just do a general search for us online and you'll find us. I'm online as Scriptwriting in the UK, that's my website and blog, but I'm also on Twitter as Scriptwriting UK as well, so again, easily found.